Good morning. Today I am sad to come to you and spread this news of the death of Helen Thomas. You know, Helen Thomas was a White House correspondent, and I believe she worked for the AP News, Associated Press, and she was just to see her over the years as I looked at the many American presidents and things. I guess I could really recollect back as far as Lyndon Johnson, and when I come to age to know exactly what this power structure meant about president and things of that nature. And then, of course, President Nixon and Gerald Ford, Jimmy Carter, and Reagan, of course, and Bush Sr., and Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, the son of the senior Bush, and then, of course, Barack Obama. And just to, over the years of watching Helen Thomas, and I read her book and everything, and I believe she was Lebanese or Palestinian, somewhere between there. And if I'm wrong, I don't mean it, in a defensive way. I don't mean any offense towards her. But the idea of just, looking back on that woman and when other news agencies would be there, ABC or CBS or whatever, or NBC, which were the more popular news agencies back in the day when I grew up, you would see this little woman, and then she would get up and she would talk and no offense or whatever, I could tell that she was a minority from somewhere. And although at that moment, that point in history, African American presence was very thin, at least visual presence. And but just to see Helen there, it was a spirit of hope. And I remember buying her book. And when I saw her book, I said, well, I'm going to go buy it. And just reading over her book and going through the trials and tribulations that she went through in her book, and of course the loss of her husband, where her husband got real sick and stuff of that nature. And I believe this right here, instead of putting him in a nursing home, I believe one of her sisters came and stayed with her in the Washington area and took care of him and everything until his passing and stuff. And just for this woman, over the years, and you see, I guess I would be remiss not to come to the East Room in my place, in my apartment, the Dr. King room. If I didn't come to the Dr. King room and just talk about Helen Thomas, and just the fascinating thing of this woman there, and not just as any old woman, but is a certain presence that she had. And people often say presence to make a statement, and I imagine, and I know that her presence did and everything, and I can still see her asking President Reagan questions and everything, and Jimmy Carter, Gerald Ford, Nixon, Richard Nixon, and Lyndon Johnson. Of course, I don't remember Kennedy. I was too young for that. But just to look back on Helen Thomas. So Helen, to you and to your family, God bless you and God bless your soul. And to the family, sure it's a tragic loss. She was in truth a highway, and a highway to many roads. And she helped break many barriers for people of color and just for everybody. We often say people of color, but a whole lot of people suffer. And just want to say to Helen Thomas, I know you're not in the military, but I want to take a moment and just salute you, and God bless you, and God bless your family, and again, God bless the United States of America. Thank you.